how much more are we supposed to forgive each other tenderheartedly? Hebrew writer said, "Take care, brethren, that there not be in any one of you an evil, unbelieving heart that falls away from the living God." It says, "But encourage one another day by day, as long as it is still called today, so that none of you will be hardened by the deceitfulness of sin." I wish we understood truly how deceitful sin is. Temptations, and everybody's is different, is real. If it wasn't real, it wouldn't be a temptation. The deceitfulness of sin, the temptations we face are real. And I wish we realized, honestly concentrated upon how sneaky Satan is and trying to trip us up. So we're to encourage each other. Are you doing good? Absolutely, you're doing good. Now I'm going to encourage you to do better. Are you doing bad? If I find you doing bad, I'll talk to you. Say, we need to try and get better. I would expect you to do that with me. That's your responsibility, by the way. We're to encourage each other to do better. If we do not strive to do better, then we're going to become going backwards. We can't stay either level. We're either getting better or we're not. We need to strive to get better. I'll encourage you to do that. And then in chapter 10, the Hebrew writer says, "Let us consider how to stimulate one another to love and good deeds, not forsaking our own assembling together, as is the habit of some, but encouraging one another, and all the more as you see the day drawing near." We're to stimulate each other by our regular attendance. I want to add something to that. You encourage me when you're here. But more than that, I get encouragement when I meet you out in town. At our house, your house, out in town doing something, and I find you and we visit a little bit. That encourages me as well. I get encouragement just by being around you, particularly in worship, but anywhere. I get encouragement by being around my brethren. He goes on to say, "If we go on sinning willfully, after having received the knowledge of the truth, there no longer remains a sacrifice for sins." We're to attend regularly, the Hebrew writer said. And if we don't, if we know, we should attend regularly. By the way, the Bible says we're to attend regularly, so you know it. Right now, you know you're supposed to attend regularly. If you don't, then you're sinning willfully. That's what the Bible says. That's what the Hebrew writer says right there. Lack of proper attendance is a sin. God said it. No doubt we're to be our brother's keepers. How are we doing? So for our consideration, just some things to think about. How do we assimilate brethren into the family, new members? We don't want anybody to stay on the fringe. Out there, just out there, but not part. We want everybody to be in and active part of the congregation. Do we do our best to edify them? And build them up? Do we do our best to encourage each other whenever we meet or we phone up on the phone? Phone calls are good. Do we submit to them? We've talked a lot of that in the past. Very proud of this congregation and the submissive attitude that we don't want to offend anybody in what we do. Do we serve them, trying to help their spiritual walk? Do we demonstrate proper hospitality? Are we aware when brethren are weak, and do we exhort the weak? And are we willing to help their burdens? And then further on, do others know we have a forgiving attitude? knowledge that we have a forgiving attitude needs to be known before there's a need. If you don't know that I have a forgiving attitude and I'll just listen and comfort, if you don't know that before you have a problem, you don't know if you can come to me or not. So now that you've got this burden upon you, whether it be me or somebody else, you have this burden upon you, and you want to talk to somebody, you don't know who you can talk to and get comfort. It's important we know that in advance. It's important that your children know in advance that they can come to you with a problem. Children can come to you and say, Mom or Dad, I have this problem. The children need to know that in advance so that they can comfortably come to you. And the sooner they can come to you, the sooner the problem can be erased, dealt with, done away with. The same way with you and I as with our children. We need to know if we can confide, ask for comfort in the brotherhood. That is a big, big part of being brother's keeper. How we answer those things reveals how we're doing. And John, a new commandment I give to you, that you love one another, even as I have loved you. You also love one another. By this all men know that you're my disciples, if you have love for one another. Now we'll close with these thoughts. Ask yourself these questions. Are you your brother's keeper? Are you even identified as a brother, a child of God? Let us all strive to be faithful to God and strive to be a faithful brother. That's all I have to say about that. Charlie has selected an invitation song. If you have need to become a child of God, or you have need that we can help you with in some way, we would love to do so. And if you would let us know as we stand and sing this song, we'll help you in any way that we can. Please let us know as we stand and sing.